Hi everyone, good afternoon. This video is about aging. When I was 16, I was very concerned about the fact that I didn't think I was going to live any longer, so I made some really rash decisions, which I shouldn't have done. Here I am, almost 65. I'm still here. The reason why I felt that way at 16, because I was in a very tragic car accident. But the thing with aging is, it's the same thing when you have children. You blink and they're grown. And it happens. I can't tell you how fast it happens. It happens so fast, I don't even remember. Like 90% of my children as toddlers. And while it was happening, I never thought I would forget anything, right? So with aging, all of a sudden you're going to see a little bit more aches and pains. Actually, a lot more. I had an aunt told me one time, you're going to have a little bit more aches and pains. No, you're going to have a lot more aches and pains. So you need to get educated about topical pain creams, CBD oil. There is a difference. I actually buy mine from a compounding pharmacy, so I know I'm getting the real stuff, because there's so many imitations out there on Amazon as well, I'm sure. So with aging, it's crucial that you go to the doctor regular, because my health went down within 3 months. I couldn't walk. In a 3-month period, I went from a healthy person walking, running, to not walking at all. And it was because I was bone on my hip. So it is imperative that you get your blood work. There's a lot of silent killers like blood pressure problems, and also diabetic. A lot of people I know have diabetes, and you got to watch that. If you have to watch that. Also, women have to go to the gyno. I mean, because I was experiencing some odd feelings in my lower abdomen. I go in there and he says, well, I want to give you a sonogram. Within 3 days, I was in the hospital. Yeah, I had a tumor inside my ovary the size of a grapefruit. I mean, my stomach wasn't big. I didn't notice that. So it is very important that you do get to the doctor. And if you have the ability, I know my little sister's dealing with this right now. The problem is when you get in your 50s and 60s and your health starts deteriorating. You better go traveling now while you can, but try to get a home on one level with no stairs, because she had to just move just yesterday for this reason, and I'm going to have to do the same very, very soon. So always look, especially if you're buying a vehicle, look for the vehicle that you're going to be able to get in and out, exit really good. A lot of vehicles, people struggle getting in and out. So you want to keep that in mind. Also, you want to keep an eye out on your joints. I know I have huge swollen joints in my hands, and they do hurt. And there's nothing you can do for them. I actually asked my doctor if I could have the bone shaved off, and he laughed at me. It's also extremely important that you find a doctor who refills your prescriptions in a timely manner. I am on the lookout for a new doctor, because I have to call his office 2 or 3 times to ask why he hasn't refilled my prescriptions. And that is very negligent. Also, he's taking me off a pain pill all of a sudden. He's not gradually taking me off. I mean, that is stupidity there. And when they do take my blood, it's important that you do, I forgot what it is, what the name is, when you don't eat anything for 12 hours. Whatever, you got to do that to make sure it shows your glucose level or sugar level or whatever. One of my sisters was an RN. She knows all this. She was on dialysis for 16 years. She was an RN, and she gave up. She gave up, and she's gone now. And I think the only thing that keeps me going is knowing that if she was alive, she would want to be out there in the public. You know, she was a very devout Christian. And, but I remember I wanted to take my parents to Ireland. And by the time I got the money to do it, they were too ill to go. So if you still have parents that are agile, take them. Take them on a vacation. It may be the last thing they see. So, yeah. Also, if you haven't gone on a vacation, if you haven't gotten a passport and you're still able to walk or whatever, go travel. Now, sometimes if my pain is acting up, I will get the handicapped service at the airport, and that pushes me right to the front of the lines, and that helps, especially if your plane's getting ready to go off. There's also this special pass you can get to bypass taking off your shoes and your belt, because that hurts when I have to do that. You know, it really hurts when you got to put your laptop up and all that stuff. So, also, this makes me very sad. I've always had animals, and because I'm disabled now, I can't have a dog. I can't have a cat for lots of reasons. One is I can't afford them. And I know one time I had 9 dogs, since my bill at the vet was $9,000. So yeah, having an animal is a big deal. And I can't bend down constantly, because I always had small dogs to pick them up. That hurt me. And sometimes my pain is so bad I couldn't take them out to use the rest, to do their business. So I know that I can't have a pet anymore. So if you're getting to the point where you want to have a pet, you better think very carefully about this, because it is a big obligation. And I just love dogs, but can't have one. I really can't. My life is not like it used to be, right? So I hope you've learned something from this video. Hope I've helped you. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye.